Hey, I'm Adam Post, publisher of College of the Dead, publisher of more than 1,000 independent comic books over the last 30 years. And this is another Secrets of the ComicsGate Network video titled What If Indiegogo Canceled CG? I'm going to get into this in 1 second. First, I need you to subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and let me know what you think of this video. Put comments below. So I get asked this question. I saw this going around on Twitter, well, what if Indiegogo decided they didn't want to work with ComicsGate and the ComicsGate network of creators? And, it's not a bad question. It's a sensible question. It's good to always cover your bases in business, right? So if something goes wrong, you rely on one thing, you have a backup plan of some kind. It's good to have a backup plan. So first of all, I want to go over a few reasons why that's not going to happen. And then even if it did, what the ComicsGate network would do instead and how we'd have no problem with dealing with this. So the first thing to understand is that ComicsGate related books alone in the last 2 years brought $5 million in sales to Indiegogo's comics division. $5 million retail is a lot. Retail meaning direct to consumer. So all of that money passing through Indiegogo, that's a very significant amount of business for them. So they're not going to so quickly say, you know what, we just want to ban ComicsGate people. Now, Kickstarter is controlled by SJW people. They have very bizarre people in control of Kickstarter, and they block a lot of projects that could be associated with ComicsGate or in the ComicsGate area. So Kickstarter is already like that, and they're built for that. Indiegogo is not set up that way. They want the business. Another thing to consider is it's not just the $10 million that we could potentially bring them in 2021 or the $5 million that we brought them already. It's all the additional projects. For example, Earthworm Jim is another $1 million almost project, $900,000, close to $1 million. That would never have happened if it wasn't for ComicsGate. He was brought into ComicsGate. ComicsGate set him up and put him into business for publishing his own books, and now he's on Indiegogo. He is not part of ComicsGate. However, that book would have never existed, and it would have never existed for sure in Indiegogo if it wasn't for ComicsGate. Indiegogo is aware of that. They know who we're bringing into the business. Additionally, even if ComicsGate books represented less than 50% of what Indiegogo generated in their comics division, if Indiegogo did not have ComicsGate books there, they would have a lot less volume. All right. And there's something called a network effect in business. And network effect, put it this way, is, a lot of people have Twitter accounts. A lot of people have YouTube accounts. It's very difficult to come up with a competitor to a Twitter or to a YouTube because so many people already use it. So the network effect that's generated by ComicsGate allowing all of its books to go through Indiegogo is really tremendous for Indiegogo. It really creates an opportunity where there is an actual viable platform challenger to Kickstarter. Okay. Additionally, ComicsGate in and of itself is indestructible, no matter what some weirdos want to say or do or comments they want to make or trouble they want to make. For example, there was someone who was trying to mess with Cecil Jones. I don't know if Jones is his last name. Somebody that wanted to mess with Cecil's comic project called Cash Grab. And they were trying to get Cash Grab to be canceled on Indiegogo. And there's a parody in it, and the guy felt uncomfortable that he was being parodied, whatever it was. Someone related to him tried to cancel the project. Well, of course, the project wasn't canceled. It's a huge success at $93,000. This is Cecil's first comic book. Huge, huge success. But yeah, there are people that'll try to get these things canceled. But the truth of it is, whether it's Cecil or Ethan Van Sciver or Richard Meyer or myself, Adam Post, I have my own project that I do through ComicsGate, Indiegogo. Almost all of us, from what I understand, 90 to 95% of us, and especially the biggest guys, we have other sources of income, right? So we're relatively anti-fragile, as it's called. We're indestructible. So if God forbid something happened with Indiegogo, there's no way you'd stop the ComicsGate creators from creating comics and still working together and still cooperating and collaborating. It's not like if Indiegogo even disappeared for 2 months or something like that, we wouldn't all be fine financially. We'd be doing just fine. Additionally, crowdfunding was not invented by Indiegogo. As we all know, Kickstarter came before Indiegogo, but there are multiple platforms. I've done research on this. We could generate our own platform to do crowdfunding. Other people have done it. Toy companies have done it. They did this with a Star Wars toys recently. Hasbro has its own platform where it does crowdfunding. There are multiple opportunities to do crowdfunding. So we love Indiegogo. We like doing business with Indiegogo. There's no chance that we're not going to be working with Indiegogo. However, if something ever happened, if Kickstarter acquired Indiegogo and said, "Oh, well, now you need to comply with our SJW editorial rules," we would create our own thing, or we'd move to another platform. So there's about zero chance that even if our relationship with Indiegogo wasn't successful, that all of a sudden the ComicsGate creators would disappear. Another thing about how efficiently ComicsGate people operate, we all also have very limited overhead. We don't have extensive offices. Most of us don't have any employees. I'm going to say 99.9% of us don't have employees. I have some part-time people that help me remotely, working from home. So that means, again, any kind of business disruption or anything to do with our publishing, all of us could recover very, very quickly. No one has to go out of business when they're doing these comics as passion projects. And it's not, we love making money, but it's not what we absolutely need to do to pay our bills week to week. Now, there are some creators that absolutely are very tight on money, but the ComicsGate creators, almost all of us, again, I don't speak for everybody, but 99% of us, we have other sources of income and paying the bills. So that's just this quick video. I wanted to let you guys know if there was ever a problem, if Indiegogo went nuts and said, "No, we don't want Cash Grab," and "No, we don't want Cyberfrog," and "We don't want Adam Post's amazing, awesome College of the Dead." If they said that, if they did that, we would have no personal devastation. It would not put any of us out of business. Indiegogo would have made a terrible mistake. And we would have another crowdfunding platform set up within 7 to 10 days. 10 days on the outside maximum. I've looked into this. We have no need to do it right now, so we're not going to do it right now. But whatever we need to do, especially because we work as a team and we all support each other, we get it done. All right. Again, make sure you're subscribed. Click the bell for notifications. Give me comments below. Had you thought this through? What did you think of this video? And I will see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.